So good morning, everyone, or evening, depending on where you are joining us from. We definitely hope you had a great summer as we roll into September. You know, the back to school session is back for many of us, so I hope you had a great summer. I want to send a special welcome to our first time webinar attendees. These webinars happen on the last Wednesday of each month at this time, so 10 a.m. if you're in Jamaica or 11 a.m. if you're in the Eastern Caribbean. I do also want to share a warm welcome to our returning attendees. Thank you for joining us again and looking forward to another interactive session today. Today's topic is enhance your business decisions with ArcGIS for Microsoft, and I will be your presenter today. A few housekeeping matters before we start. Please note that the webinar is being recorded. We generally post it to our YouTube channel following the webinar in case anyone wants to rewatch. You can enable captions for better accessibility if you do need it. And as mentioned earlier, submit any questions or comments using the Q&A function. And again, I do apologize about the chat function being disabled. So I am Matthew Webster, Vice President of Geospatial Technologies here at Spatial Innovation Limited. I have been a part of the Geospatial family for about 5+ years now, and I can confirm that the learning never stops. Esri invests heavily in research and development, and with that comes many product and capability updates, essentially all aimed to make your workflows much easier. My core focus, however, is ArcGIS Online and enterprise licensing across the region. So we do serve the entire Caribbean region from Bahamas down to Guyana, about 15 territories. And along with the licensing, I also have interest in some special bundles available to organizations in the OECS territories. So sectors include commercial, education, agriculture as well. On today's agenda, we will explore a brief overview of the Esri and Microsoft partnership, common challenges organizations face in making decisions, the ArcGIS for Microsoft integration, looking at some of those most popular platforms, the benefits and organizational value as how we see it, and how these integrations work with other ArcGIS applications for more focused workflows. I have a few pre-recorded demonstrations with some of those popular Microsoft applications. They're very short. And after that, we look at what next steps could look like for your organization and close out in a Q&A session. I have also included some FAQs as a part of the webinar, just so that, even if you weren't thinking about it now, these are some of the commonly asked questions and certainly the responses. So I'd like to start by first highlighting the partnership between Esri and Microsoft. This is a collaboration that has started all the way back from 1987 with the initial release of PC ArcInfo, and the relationship continues today, driving innovation in geospatial technology and enterprise solutions. Over the years, this collaboration has evolved significantly, leveraging advancements in location technology and cloud computing and data analytics. While there is a strong partnership between Esri and Microsoft, you may ask, why is this collaboration important to me? One of the major reasons is the challenges that businesses face when making decisions, especially when location-based data is involved. These challenges often stem from gaps in spatial context, fragmented data, and the complexity of integrating geospatial information into existing workflows. Making informed decisions is critical for any organization and can become more complex if location-based data is involved. Here are some key challenges that often stand in the way. Data silos, which is a major hurdle for many organizations. Businesses often have valuable information locked away in separate departments or systems. So think about your CRM data being in one place and your operational data being in another. This fragmentation makes it difficult to get that holistic view of the organization's operations. Lack of spatial context. So many organizations struggle to incorporate spatial context into their decision-making process. Without understanding where things are happening, it is difficult to analyze patterns or trends effectively. For example, if you're a retail business, identifying customer hotspots or optimizing your delivery routes may require a clear spatial perspective, which you should appreciate. Integration complexity. So even when organizations actually value geospatial data, integrating it with your existing business systems can be a daunting task. It often requires technical expertise, which can slow down access to information in your decision-making process. And as organizations, you don't want that downtime, particularly when you're dealing with time-sensitive matters. Additionally, data visualization difficulty, which one of the big hurdles is making sense of your complex data sets. Decision makers need clear, actionable insights, but visualizing large volumes of data in meaningful and easy to interpret ways can be incredibly challenging. Poor visualization can lead to missed opportunities or even incorrect conclusions. And the last challenge I'd look at is information overload, which I'm hoping not to do today. So another challenge is the sheer volume of information available today. With so much data coming from different sources, so whether it's your customer feedback, your operational metrics, or just your geospatial data on a whole, it can be overwhelming to sift through all of that and identify your key trends and patterns. This overload often makes important decision-making processes, often impacts it, and makes it harder to focus on what truly matters. So in summary, these challenges emphasize the importance of having tools that not only integrate the data seamlessly, but also present data in visually intuitive ways. And this brings us to our main topic, how ArcGIS for Microsoft can help overcome these obstacles and enhance your decision-making capabilities. So the partnership between Esri and Microsoft has created a powerful ecosystem that integrates location intelligence into the world's most popular platforms. This integration is designed to empower your organizations to make smarter, faster, and more informed decisions. The ArcGIS for Microsoft 365 product group enhances widely used tools like your Excel, your SharePoint, and your Teams by embedding geospatial capabilities directly into the applications to look and feel like the native experience that you're used to. ArcGIS integrates with Microsoft Power Automate to enable spatial automation. Workflows can be triggered based on location-based events. For instance, an organization could automate service requests when sensors detect issues like water leaks, potholes, or even set up cross-platform integrations for near-time synchronization, or use them as part of an AI agent built in Microsoft Copilot Studio. The ArcGIS integration for Fabric brings advanced location intelligence into Microsoft's end-to-end data platform, enabling organizations to transform their data science, data engineering, and enterprise analytics workflows. Analysts, data engineers, data scientists can gain access to spatial analytics within the Microsoft Analytics environments they are already used to. For those who require custom solutions, ArcGIS SDK.net allows developers to build applications tailored to your specific needs, such as creating public-facing apps or even your internal tools. And ArcGIS and Azure deliver powerful cloud solutions to users' mapping and analysis needs. So with ArcGIS Enterprise, for instance, on Microsoft Azure, users can deploy ArcGIS Enterprise on their own self-hosted infrastructure within a scalable, secure, and reliable cloud environment. Using ArcGIS Pro on Microsoft Azure Virtual Desktop, you can also gain access to a powerful and flexible GIS solution that leverages Azure's scalable resources to improve your performance. So let's dive a little bit deeper into the individual integrations. ArcGIS for Microsoft 365 is designed to bring the power of location intelligence directly into the Microsoft 365 environment your teams use every day. Think about how familiar applications like Excel, SharePoint, and Teams can be significantly enhanced with geographic capabilities. Within Excel, users can create, edit, and analyze maps directly within your spreadsheets, allowing them to geo-enrich your data, visualize it on maps, perform spatial analysis like building routes and measuring distances, and even share your geographic information securely. ArcGIS for SharePoint enhances sites with interactive maps and location-enriched content. You can also add location details to your SharePoint lists, display them on maps, and even geotag documents for improved data management and location-based searches. ArcGIS for Teams enables you to discover, share, and collaborate on interactive maps and apps within your conversations, channels, or meetings. So, how can these applications help your organizations? ArcGIS for Microsoft 365 allows you to enhance your existing business content with location data. Imagine enriching your spreadsheets, your documents, and your lists with geospatial insights, whether it may be lifestyle, spending habits, or demographic information. You can get a much more comprehensive understanding of your market and business landscape. Second, it can help you to uncover hidden geospatial relationships and patterns within your data. By visualizing and analyzing your information geographically, you can easily see where things are happening, how they relate to each other, identify crucial patterns, and can help determine what are the best next actions to drive your business growth. Another advantage is the ability to streamline collaboration on spatial data across the organization. Leveraging familiar Microsoft 365 apps like Teams or SharePoint, everyone on the team can work with authoritative spatial data and applications. This brings a more efficient way to access information, reducing the need to switch between different platforms. You can collaborate in real time on maps during Teams meetings, making geographic insights more accessible as part of your discussions. ArcGIS for Microsoft 365 expands secure access to your organization's authoritative geospatial data from ArcGIS. You can ensure that only authorized users have access by leveraging Microsoft's robust identity and access management platform. So, moving beyond the familiar Microsoft 365, let's explore ArcGIS for Microsoft Fabric. This integration takes location intelligence to the realm of big data and advanced analytics directly within Microsoft's data platform. Think of it as a powerful engine that allows you to unlock the where in your large data sets. ArcGIS for Fabric is a collection of integrations supporting many different workloads in Fabric. It seamlessly integrates mapping capabilities and sophisticated spatial analytics tools into the Microsoft Fabric environment, reducing the time it takes to gain insights from business data in one lake. First, we're delivering ArcGIS geoanalytics to Fabric's data engineering and data science workload. This brings an authoritative library of geospatial analysis functions that you can leverage using Spark and apply to your big data. It enables users to uncover patterns and trends in very large data sets and bring location insights into your predictive analysis workflows, and that is also currently available in public preview today. ArcGIS for Power BI provides powerful interactive mapping and analysis capabilities, providing location insight through your Power BI reports. This is in general availability and a core visualization that ships in the box with Power BI. Later this year, Esri has committed to releasing more mapping and visual analytics that go above and beyond the existing capabilities today. This is intended to be a brand new, focused fabric experience that enables users to map, visualize, and explore data within one lake seamlessly alongside your other spatial data from ArcGIS, which I know many people are interested in. The final platform integration we're going to look at is ArcGIS for Power Platform. This integration focuses on automating your workflows and extending your apps with geospatial capabilities in Microsoft's no-code, low-code platforms. Think of ArcGIS for Power Platform as the bridge that brings location intelligence into your automated processes within Power Automate. It allows you to connect your geospatial data and capabilities with the rest of your Microsoft and other business systems. Key benefits of this integration include allowing you to streamline automation by configuring spatial workflows using drag and drop tools and no-code, low-code GIS triggers and actions, minimizing the need for coding experience and makes managing and updating easier. Again, all of us are not coders. Enabling secure cross-system spatial workflows and integration, allowing you to automate across Microsoft platforms and other business systems securely, including your GIS, to ensure consistent data across all your systems, improving the overall operational efficiency. Simplifying data management tasks and minimizing errors by standardizing the process that data is handled or shared. Workflows can also be used to extend the capabilities of agents built in Microsoft Copilot Studio, Author, and Canvas. And integrations allow you to add spatial context to your agents. So many may be thinking, how does this product family enhance an organization as a whole? As we think about the integrations, we see them benefiting across three major areas. ArcGIS for Microsoft expands the reach of GIS professionals by embedding geospatial capabilities directly into Microsoft applications. This means all users can access the authoritative spatial information in the applications they are familiar with and comfortably using. ArcGIS for Microsoft extends location capabilities to non-GIS users as well. Many employees need location-based insights, but may not have specialized GIS training. ArcGIS for Microsoft bridges this gap by embedding spatial functionality into applications they already know and trust. This allows the non-GIS users to access location services, analyze, and act on location data without needing advanced technical skills. And this is a common concern around the region, especially as it relates to training within organizations. So your non-GIS users can also get in on the action. ArcGIS for Microsoft also enables business developers with spatial functionality into Microsoft's configurable applications and process builders. This empowers organizations to automate workflows based on location data. By embedding location services to create solutions tailored to the organization's needs while leveraging the power of geospatial intelligence. Now that we've examined the organizational benefits of ArcGIS for Microsoft, let's focus on some specific value propositions that address key pain points that organizations face. These benefits directly tackle the challenges we've been discussing, such as lack of spatial context, data silos, and the complexities of data integration. Pain point one, lack of spatial context. Businesses that struggle with a lack of spatial context when analyzing data, ArcGIS addresses this by enabling you to enrich your existing business data with geospatial insights. This means you can add location information to your dataset, visualizing them on maps and uncovering patterns that might otherwise remain hidden. For example, you can map crime rates across neighborhoods, overlay census data to identify underserved populations, or visualize infrastructure assets to optimize maintenance schedules. Another critical benefit of this integration is providing location intelligence into Microsoft platforms. This ensures geospatial insights are accessible to a broad audience within your organization, not just the GIS specialist. Whether it's a city planner using Excel to analyze zoning data or a public health official visualizing disease outbreaks in Power BI, ArcGIS makes location intelligence an integral part of your workflow. Pain point 2, data silos. ArcGIS for Microsoft breaks down these barriers by enabling cross-platform spatial collaboration. You can share maps, data, and analysis seamlessly across different Microsoft applications, fostering better coordination between your team members. Pain point 3, data integration complexity. The complexity of data integration is a significant challenge for many businesses, as we understand. ArcGIS simplifies this by enabling spatial automation through Microsoft Power Automate. This helps enable workflows, streamline your workflows, improving efficiency, and reducing the need for manual intervention. Pain point 4, data visualization difficulties. One challenge organizations face is visualizing complex data sets in meaningful ways. ArcGIS for Microsoft provides a solution with spatially enabled developer tools through ArcGIS Maps SDK for .NET. Developers can create custom applications tailored to specific needs, ensuring that data visualizations are intuitive and easy to interpret. And again, the last pain point, information overload. The sheer volume of information can be overwhelming, and ArcGIS for Microsoft addresses this through its scalable and secure infrastructure within Azure, ensuring that the right data is available when and where it is needed. This reduces information overload and enables decision makers to focus on the most critical information. So before we get into the demonstrations, I just want to look at the integration with some common ArcGIS applications. So ArcGIS for Microsoft does not exist in isolation. It's part of a broader ecosystem of ArcGIS products designed to work together seamlessly. These integrations enhance the power and flexibility of ArcGIS for Microsoft, enabling you to tackle complex challenges more effectively. ArcGIS Velocity brings real-time data into the Microsoft ecosystem. You can connect to a variety of streaming data sources such as sensors or GPS devices. You can display streaming data on interactive maps and perform analysis on the fly, identify patterns, trends, and anomalies as they occur. You can also configure alerts that trigger automatically when certain conditions are met. And these alerts can be pushed to Microsoft Teams as adaptive cards. ArcGIS Data Pipelines simplifies data integration and preparation. You can integrate spatial data preparation workflows with Power Automate to automate tasks based on location data. You can initiate automated workflows based on events, such as new data being added to the database. This ensures that your data is always up to date. It also provides you the ability to automate tasks like cleaning, transforming, and enriching spatial data, ensuring that your data is ready for analysis. You can run data pipeline action in ArcGIS connectors to automate these tasks. And to our more popular ArcGIS field maps and Survey 123, which are our on-the-go field apps that streamline the critical workflows mobile personnel use every day. Built on ArcGIS, these apps enable everyone, whether in the field or the office, to benefit from using the same data. These apps can be used to listen for updates to feature layers to determine the best next steps. Use automation capabilities to create holistic and complete field solutions. So As we move into the pre-recorded demos, we're looking at 4 applications in this week. We're going to look at ArcGIS for Teams, ArcGIS for SharePoint, ArcGIS for Microsoft Fabric, and ArcGIS for Power BI. The video is within a band of 10 minutes, so it should finish about 8 minutes, and then we'll move on to getting closer to the end where we get to questions.
ArcGIS for Teams is a source of collection and collaboration for all of your ArcGIS online resources and data. Within Microsoft Teams, you can now search, sort, and collect your ArcGIS Online content available to you and your organization all throughout the personal chat function. It's recommended that you sign into your ArcGIS Online organization before beginning your workflow to fully expand all of the capabilities. ArcGIS for Teams provides efficient results in your ever-expanding ArcGIS Online organization. With the search commands that are available and the ability to refine your results, you can simply focus on the task at hand to start or continue your work throughout the ArcGIS products available in ArcGIS for Teams. Items within your ArcGIS Online organization can be easily found through the list of results from your most recent searches. This provides access to your data in ArcGIS Online and much more. Locating and opening a specific item is now made easy through the Viewer tab, where you can directly open and download items from your previous search. Additionally, you can go into the chat tabs located throughout Teams and share this out to other colleagues through the message extension or the top command search bar to have any of your organizational items ready to share. ArcGIS for Teams provides access to your data in ArcGIS Online and much more. These are all notable examples of how you can begin or continue your work throughout Teams.
All right, so let's look at Teams. SharePoint.
ArcGIS for SharePoint opens a new world for mapping using SharePoint data and documents. It provides a convenient and new way for SharePoint users to map data and organize files. With the ability to have information at our fingertips, Geographic Information Systems, or GIS, have found their way into our daily lives. However, it might seem challenging to understand all concepts of GIS. ArcGIS for SharePoint offers users a simple and straightforward way to visualize data on the map. Even users without a background in GIS can easily add data from SharePoint in ArcGIS. Geo-enabled SharePoint lists can be directly visualized on the map. Additional data resources and map layers can be added from ArcGIS with a click of a button. Working with layers can help us have a better understanding of our map. There are many options to visualize our data, such as clustering, pop-ups, labeling, and many others. A base map provides context for our project and analysis. Based on our needs, we can apply different base maps to enhance our data. When signing into ArcGIS Online, we can apply the base maps for our organization, such as a dark gray canvas or imagery base map. If you want to search for a location quickly on the map, the search tool will help us immediately find the places that we are interested in. We can also take a deeper dive into our data. In one way, adding infographic cards will provide contextual information for our map, such as demographic information. For a closer look, a drive time analysis can be performed. This will determine an area that can be reached within certain travel times or distances of features on the map. A unique and powerful feature is the geotag and geosearch function. Documents and files stored in your SharePoint content can be geotagged so it can be easily found using locations on the map. All of the geotagged information related to the features on the map will appear in the GeoSearch results with a single click. ArcGIS for SharePoint makes it easy and convenient for users to share maps and collaborate with others. ArcGIS for SharePoint allows you to visualize data, organize and search for files, and share your content while keeping a perfect balance between GIS and the Microsoft 365 ecosystem.
All right, so those are from the Microsoft 365 product group. Now let's take a look at ArcGIS from Microsoft Fabric.
Hi, I'm Sarah Battersby, and I'm a product manager at Esri. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our Microsoft Fabric integrations. So Microsoft Fabric is an enterprise-ready end-to-end analytics platform. It provides a unified SaaS experience for data ingestion, transformation, analysis, and reporting. And so what we're doing at Esri is we're partnering with Microsoft to bring spatial analytics natively into this Fabric environment to unlock the where in your data. Essentially, we want to make spatial data easy and seamless for you, whether you're a business analyst, a data scientist, an engineer, or just someone with a spatial question. Esri is enabling you to leverage geospatial effectively across your Fabric environment. Just imagine the power of Esri's geospatial living directly next to your single source of truth business data sets. With this, you can leverage Esri's expertise in spatial analytics to clean and transform your data, to analyze critical events, to find spatial relationships, or identify optimal locations, and derive a whole host of valuable insights from inside your data. So let's take a look at where you'll find Esri technology in Fabric. With geoanalytics for Fabric, we're enabling spatial workflows at scale. So this leverages the powerful computing capabilities of Apache Spark. These script-based workflows can be run interactively or automated and scheduled to power your spatial ETL, enrichment, or analysis. With our integration of ArcGIS for Power BI, you can bring enhanced spatial context, analysis, and interactivity to complement your other Power BI report elements. This means you could use your ArcGIS map to filter or use your other visuals to highlight locations of interest in the map. And soon, we'll be introducing maps for Fabric. This will allow interactive visualization, data exploration, and secure and easy sharing of your geographic insights across your organization. Using maps, you can browse and add data sets directly to your maps from your Fabric environment to improve spatial decision-making while minimizing data silos. Bringing all of this Esri technology together within Fabric is going to help foster collaboration across organizations by enabling different teams to analyze the same data in ArcGIS GeoAnalytics for Microsoft Fabric, visualize it using ArcGIS for Power BI, explore interactively with ArcGIS maps, and save output data in the Fabric environment or as ArcGIS feature layers that can be used for further exploration. We're excited to see what you can do with ArcGIS for Microsoft Fabric. If you'd like more information, check out the ArcGIS for Microsoft Fabric website.
All right, we have one more before we get back into the presentation, which is ArcGIS for Power BI, another popular Microsoft tool.
ArcGIS for Power BI allows you to create maps and visualize your data in new ways. You can solve business problems and capture new opportunities that would not be possible using only spreadsheets or graphs. While there are several mapping options within Power BI, incorporating the ArcGIS Maps visual into your existing reports and dashboards will reveal even more patterns and trends in your data. The map interacts with other tiles in your report, leading to a better response in business decisions across your organization. One advantage of ArcGIS for Power BI is the ability to add real-world context to your maps using reference data sources from either your own organization or any of Esri's authoritative datasets. Add infographic cards to your map to give even more visual context about the surrounding location of your report, such as demographic and lifestyle data, with options from both the US and over 120 different countries. One of the most remarkable features within ArcGIS for Power BI is the ability to perform spatial analysis directly within Microsoft Power BI Desktop or online. For a closer look, a drive time analysis can be performed. This will determine an area that can be reached within certain travel times or distances of features on the map. Spatial analysis leads to greater insight by mapping relevant locations in visually meaningful ways to spot relationships and patterns that might otherwise seem random and unconnected. ArcGIS for Power BI can create heat maps, determine similar locations to your area of interest, or identify drive times with only a few clicks. In this example, by styling the individual points of data into clusters, we can easily spot the areas that have the greatest amount of locations within a certain radius. You even have complete control over the look and feel of your data layers on the map by adjusting the style of the symbols, allowing you to create the most meaningful map possible. ArcGIS for Power BI enhances your data with the power of location intelligence.
So how can you get started and begin your journey for Microsoft integrations? Explore the ArcGIS components. So familiarizing yourself with the tools to integrate spatial analytics into your existing workflows. Setting up your account. So ensuring that you have a licensed Microsoft product and install the ArcGIS components. To do this, you may need to reach out to your IT teams depending on how it's set up. Access the available resources. So visit the Get Started documentation on Esri's website for step-by-step guidance on using each component effectively. And start mapping. So begin creating your maps, visualizing your data, and that will help you to enhance that decision-making and collaboration within your organization. As well as there is the Esri community that you can always engage and be a part of to get ideas and learn a bit more as to how you want to maximize the value of ArcGIS for Microsoft, as there may be people within your particular industries that have pretty much already designed workflows and they're pretty active in those forums. So there are many resources and forums available for you to get information about the specific Microsoft applications and the best way to optimize them. These are a few of them. I will ask our teams to share these, probably leave a few of these links in the YouTube description if it's possible. I'll ask them, or to share them with interested parties as well. But you can always feel free to also reach out to me, and my contact information will be on the last. But before I get to that slide, I want to now move into a bit of the Q&A. I will start with a few of the FAQs. As I understand, I don't think there are any questions just yet. So I'll just go through these FAQs. And if you have any questions, feel free to just use the Q&A option and I'll get to those as well. So are ArcGIS for Microsoft 365 apps included with user types for ArcGIS? The answer is yes. So a user type can give you access to data from ArcGIS and enhance functionality, whether for ArcGIS for Excel, for Teams, or for SharePoint. User types provide a role-based access to the capabilities and apps that you need. So installing the ArcGIS for Microsoft 360 apps, you can do that from Microsoft App Source. And if your organization doesn't allow you access to App Source, then you can also work with your Microsoft 365 admin to deploy the applications for you. Do ArcGIS for Microsoft apps have to be installed separately? Yes, each app must be installed separately, which allows for a more tailored and efficient deployment. And note that these are within the Microsoft apps. So there is on the ribbon, you can add it into your existing applications ribbon, and that's how you install the apps. Each app has its own installation process, as mentioned, to ensure that the necessary capabilities can be integrated directly into those Microsoft apps that you already use. And on the Esri website, or through some of these resources, you can actually get the step-by-step as to how to do that. Are ArcGIS connectors for Power Automate apps included with user types? Yes, ArcGIS connectors for Power Automate apps are included with the Creator, Professional, and Professional Plus user types. So those are ArcGIS user types for context. Additionally, to use ArcGIS connectors for Power Automate, you would have to obtain a Microsoft Power Automate premium license separately. Does ArcGIS for Power BI require an ArcGIS user type to get started? ArcGIS for Power BI offers a standard experience that does not require user types for ArcGIS to get started. However, note that this experience comes with limited functionality and limited access to ArcGIS data. When paired with your user types, though, you can unlock additional functionality such as data enrichment, buffer analysis, and drive time analysis. Is ArcGIS for Power BI ready to use in Power BI? Short answer is yes. The ArcGIS for Power BI visualization is a core visualization in Power BI and does not need to be added from app source for you to begin utilizing it, unlike other applications. Does the ArcGIS for Power BI visualization interact with other Power BI components? ArcGIS for Power BI has a similar experience to other Power BI visualizations. It can be used as a filter or be filtered as the report is interrogated. The visualization can be extended further with other contextual layers to provide additional insight into the data being used. And for the last question in our FAQs is, can you integrate your Microsoft Fabric data with Power BI? Whether you're using Power BI or accessing data through a data hub, you can reference the location information the same way you would with Power BI datasets. When data is referenced in the report, just drag the appropriate field into the location or longitude and latitude cells, and the integration begins. All right. So as I move into the chat here, all right, let me just check Q&A. All right, so I'm not seeing any questions here. Okay, all right, so I see a question from Zoe. Let me just jump back to that slide. So Zoe is asking, can you repeat the features that are unlocked in Power BI when it is paired with a user type? So the answer to that, in terms of the features that are unlocked, let me give you back specifically as I had it. All right. The additional features that were mentioned were data enrichment, buffer analysis, and drive time analysis. And yes, the user type would be your ArcGIS user types. So utilizing Microsoft, you'd be a licensed Microsoft user. And I know with your account particularly, you would be an ArcGIS user. So what you need to do is just download the application within the platform, and you're already licensed based on the account. So yes, it's the same thing. Thanks for those two questions, Zoe. Let me go back to the last slide here. Right. So, as mentioned, if it is as well that you may have any questions after that you may not think of now, sharing my contact information on the screen. So my contact number is 876-349-6667. You can call me or WhatsApp me on that number. And my email address on screen is vpgeotechnologies@spatialvision.com. And if you have any questions related to anything that is ArcGIS related, also feel free to answer. Also feel free to ask me if it is that it's not only related to ArcGIS for Microsoft, for instance. And if I can't answer it, I can definitely find the right person that can provide you with a sufficient answer. Yes, so Microsoft Power Automate is, there is a Power Automate premium license. That is the separate license from ArcGIS. So that you'd have to procure with Microsoft specifically. So there's a Microsoft Power Automate premium license that's separate. Thank you, Brian. You do recommend separate training in Microsoft Power BI. Okay, agreed. And I particularly for if there are any Power BI users, I figure that most of the information is applicable to you. If you're not a Power BI user, then it could be a little foreign. So for the Power BI users, it's there. But thank you for that information, Brian. Definitely good information in terms of Power BI training. Right. So if there are no more questions, I believe that we can bring this to a close. As mentioned, the session was recorded, so our team will upload it to our YouTube channel. I do believe that they also send out post-webinar emailers, so that should be done. If anyone needs any information, and again, my contact information is on the screen. So do feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to assist. And if you need any clarity on user types, if you need any clarity on ArcGIS Online, Enterprise, or specific ArcGIS focus workflow products, I'm also happy to assist there if needed. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you again for the time, for spending some time with you. I promised you all just about an hour. So I gave you about 12 minutes, but thanks again, everyone, and looking forward to being in touch with you guys.